ChatGPT just became an app store, Google made a hard push for enterprise AI, the EU put real money into applied AI, and chip geopolitics tightened from China's ports to the Persian Gulf. First up, ChatGPT now has apps you can use right inside a conversation. Think of them as mini apps that show maps, playlists, course modules, or product UIs without leaving the chat. Early partners include Booking.com, Canva, Coursera, Expedia, Figma, Spotify, and Zillow. For users, it means fewer context switches and more interactive results. For developers, there's a new Apps SDK to ship these experiences and later to monetize them when the directory opens. Note, rollout is staged. Some regions get it first, so expect uneven availability at the start. Staying with OpenAI, the company also announced AgentKit, a toolbox for building and operating AI agents that actually do work. Think multi-step workflows across your data and tools. There's a visual agent builder to design flows, a ChatKit UI to embed agent chat in your product, built-in evaluation tools to measure quality, and reinforcement fine-tuning hooks to push performance further. If you're a startup or an IT team, the takeaway is simple. Agents are moving from prototypes to production. Expect faster cycles from idea to live agent, and more serious guardrails and analytics baked in. The third OpenAI headline is about raw compute. OpenAI and AMD signed a multi-year deal for 6 gigawatts of AMD Instinct GPUs, with the first 1 gigawatt slated to deploy in the second half of 2026. Translation: the GPU market isn't a one-horse race anymore. If AMD executes, it can ease supply pressure, diversify the AI stack beyond NVIDIA, and potentially influence prices for training and inference. For builders, this may mean better availability and more options when you're budgeting large workloads over the next 12 to 24 months. Now to Google. The company launched Gemini Enterprise, a platform that lets employees chat with their company's data and apps, plus a set of pre-built agents for tasks like deep research and insights. Early customers include Gap, Figma, and Klarna. The strategic picture is Microsoft versus Google for workplace AI. Microsoft moved early with Copilot across 365. Google's move here is to make agent building and data access feel native to Workspace and Google Cloud. If your org is already on Google, expect stronger reasons to keep your stack in-house rather than layering third-party Copilots on top. Policy and public funding next. The European Commission introduced its Apply AI strategy with roughly 1B to drive adoption in priority sectors: healthcare, energy, mobility, manufacturing, and more. This sits alongside the EU's AI Act and aims to speed deployment, not just regulation. For European SMEs, watch for pilots, procurement windows, and cross-border programs that can subsidize your first real AI projects, especially anything involving robotics, diagnostics, or industrial optimization. Meanwhile, chip supply is increasingly shaped by politics. China tightened customs checks on AI chips at major ports, focusing on NVIDIA's China-compliant models and widening inspections to other advanced semiconductors. Days earlier, the US approved some NVIDIA exports to the UAE under a bilateral AI partnership. The practical impact: timelines and prices for high-end GPUs in certain regions may swing with policy, not just demand. If your roadmap depends on specific accelerators, build in contingencies, alternate clouds, mixed vendors, or staged deployments. A quick travel tech note for viewers in or visiting Europe. The EU has begun rolling out its biometric entry-exit system at external borders. Over the next 6 months, passport stamping will be replaced by a digital record that includes your photo and fingerprints on first entry. Expect longer onboarding the very first time you cross, then faster repeat checks once you're registered. If you're planning holiday travel, pad your schedule a bit and check local guidance. So what should you do with all this? If you're a user, expect richer, more interactive experiences inside chat. Trip planning, playlists, shopping, learning, without hopping between apps. Keep an eye on regional availability. If you're a developer or IT lead, pilot one real agent this quarter. Use tools that include built-in evals and guardrails so you can measure quality, not just demo. Also, revisit your GPU assumptions. Availability could improve as AMD ramps, but geopolitical risk is now a budgeting line item. And if you're in Europe, look for Apply AI programs that match your sector. Public money can de-risk your first production deployment. That's your roundup. If you want clear evidence-based coverage of AI and tech every week, no hype, just what matters, hit subscribe and we'll see you next Sunday.